Before we get in the program, Holly, it's time for this week's Joke of the Week.
All right, so who helped the butternut squash cross the road?
Oh, jeepers. The tomato, the pepper, the leek because he leaped? No, too much?
The crossing gourd.
Okay. Sounds like a cartoon character on a Saturday morning cartoon. Here's the crossing gourd.
Yeah. All right, anyway. This week's garden joke is brought to you by Rescue.com, American-made rescue products. Keep your family home and yard protected from pests such as wasps, hornets, yellow jackets, flies, ants, and more. Learn more at Rescue.com. That's RESCUE.com.
An appropriate joke for the time of year. Wonder who the mailman would be. What vegetable would be the mailman?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay.
I feel like maybe like a cucumber because it's hydrated. You know, because cucumbers are so full of water, then because the mailman could get dehydrated. Does that make sense?
I think we've gone way off of where it went from cute to scientific.
Okay, well, that was my thought.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're going to talk about cast iron.
You may cook in a variety of different material-made pans and saucers, from non-stick to aluminum to stainless steel. Cast iron has been the tried and true go-to for years. I'm sure many of you can remember growing up and at least having one cast iron pot or pan that was used in your kitchen. I remember, well, we had several. One was always used for homemade fried chicken.
What's funny is when I was a child or growing up, we didn't cook in cast iron.
Do you know why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe because we had these glass ones.
Glass pans, yeah.
Glass, to boil water and stuff, whatever you want to call them.
They look like a pan, but they're all made of like a special kind of heat-resistant glass.
I think they were that one brand. But we didn't have cast iron. I remember when Teflon came out, and that was huge. So I think we got a nonstick pan.
And now we've learned that may not be the most healthiest thing because,
Right. I mean, I'm talking about, like the 90s or whatever.
Yeah, back in the day.
And I remember we had...
When we were kids.
We had, not stainless steel, whatever that's called, that steel that people cook in.
Oh, okay. I'll call it stainless steel. Are you not?
Maybe it's stainless steel.
Is that not what aluminum? That's not right. No.
I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, so cast iron.
The light metal stuff with the bronze bottom on the pan.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably got it J.C. Penney's or Sears.
Probably. Probably Sears. Yes. So anyway, back to cast iron. It holds heat well. It's naturally nonstick.
First of all, it is heavy.
It is heavy.
Whether you get a 6-inch, an 8-inch. They have, 12, 14, 24. There's some strength that you need in order to just maneuver it, let alone maneuver it with pork chops or venison or steaks or a pile of vegetables inside of it.
Yeah. And that's one thing that I don't like about cast iron is how heavy it becomes once you put a bunch of stuff into it. Not because it's heavy, it's because you have to make sure you have hot pads. Right. Which we're going to talk about is how it holds.
What is different than a 8-quart pot that you're boiling macaroni and cheese in and moving it from the stove?
Usually it has a plastic handle.
Well, it has two handles. Cast iron will typically have one big handle and then a little nub to hold on to.
I don't know. I like cast iron for a lot of reasons, but I think it's just because I was used to lighter pans.
Okay.
Anyway, so it holds the heat well, naturally nonstick.
I mean, when we say hold the heat, you have that thing on high and then you can turn it off and it still cooks for another 15 minutes.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people like about it, but also don't like about it because there's a learning curve, but because it stays
burn
warm.
Count?
Yeah, because it stays warm, you can make the food, and like we do when we're camping, you can make it in parts.
Well, yeah, we cook it in the 8-inch skillet, get whatever we're cooking, like eggs or hash browns. Yeah. Get them cooked, and then put the lid on it and set it over on the ground, and it's still cooking or staying warm for 20 minutes later.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And even it doesn't have to be, potatoes. It can be vegetables or what have you, meat, etc. Obviously, some meats you don't want to overcook or keep cooking.
And the advantage to cast iron is a mineral. It's a supplement that all bodies need. So as you're cooking, there are microscopic particles that are coming off that you're going to ingest and your body is going to beneficially utilize for your health and well-being.
Now, it's not proven that it can help. Like if you actually have anemia, it's not proven that it can
No, it's
help
not a fix.
that. No, but it does give you, supplement iron. It's pretty easy to clean.
Well, you can lose friends and you put it in the dishwasher. People, that's forbidden. Some people will take the same cast iron and all they do is whatever they've cooked, they will take and wipe it out with a paper towel or a rag, and that's it. They'll put it back on wherever they're storing, and then they'll recook on. They continue to season it. And if it was pork chops tonight, they'll wipe it out and put green beans in it tomorrow, and lamb in it on Friday night. They don't scrub it. They don't put it in the dishwasher.
A lot of people eat lamb on Friday night.
I don't know. I'm using as an example.
All right. It's also affordable when you might think, how is that affordable? I've looked at the prices, but because they last
buy one, cry
forever.
Buy once, cry once.
Right. They last forever, essentially. And I mean, Joey has seen them, and I've seen them at like thrift stores or yard sales.
Like
whatever.
Retail price.
Right. No, we've seen them at yard sales, and you've done the
reseason them. Yeah. They've if the thing could sell storage. I know Griswold is a very popular old variety that people like long to get. That's like a collector's version, and wait, the markings on the bottom. But you can find any of these videos that this pan was in this barn for as long as I can remember, and this gentleman is very up in age, and he takes it and does the thing and season it, and then boom, it's like a brand new pan. I've taken old rusty ones and turned them into operational brand new seasoned. If they get rusty, wipe some oil in them, put them on a hot fire or in the oven. Right away, they're back seasoned. And the cleaning it with the water, that's what's de-seasoning it. That's what's opening the pores back up in the middle.
There's nothing wrong with cleaning it with the water.
There are certain recommendations based on how you're supposed to clean it, but some people don't follow those recommendations.
Yes. So that comes down to it's an investment, and I think that you can you can find them at thrift stores, secondhand shops. I would say definitely watch the prices because some of these thrift stores are trying to.
I know, but if it's something that you've never seen before and you want, you're gonna. I know we've done this. We see things that I only remember this when I was 8 years old or whatever. You're gonna buy it, regardless of what the price is, because you may never see another one that type of model, style, whatever again.
Yeah, that's true. You got those what are they, Christmas tree shapes or something? No. Hearts? Was it a heart? I don't know.
In cast iron?
Yeah, wasn't it cast iron? I don't know.
There was little Christmas tree that was like from the mid '90s that was at a thrift store that I bought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Christmas tree cookie. You were supposed to make like chocolate chip cookies in it. Okay.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah. So anyway, back to that. Speaking of that, they come in many shapes and sizes. So they have, the round, and then also they have like the Dutch oven.
Uh-huh.
There's ones that are like 16 inches across that you could feed a whole, family.
There's thin wall, tall wall, or short wall, tall wall. Yeah. There's
like
golden cast iron. There's octagons. You can spend
waffle maker type things.
Yeah, you can make you can spend $40 to $50 on a cheap one, or you can spend $300 to $400 on a nice one. I mean, they're all nice if you take care of them and know what you're doing. But the type of cast iron, and you can the big box store version versus the name brand version. A difference in weight and a difference in texture and the difference in the type of material just by feeling it. One feels like sandpaper and the other feels much smoother. If I'm looking at buying cast iron, I'm going to look at a name brand that is durably made with the correct with good material, not a off-brand material made pan in order to sell it for a fraction of the price, because you're probably going to fight with issues from day one.
Right. And especially if you are buying it as an investment, you want to make sure you are buying something that is going to last a long time and not just have problems in a few years. I do like how, again, we talked about how you can cook in them and then serve in them. And if you're making a nice table setting or something, it can look nice and cohesive if you're using a bunch of cast iron.
The biggest cast iron skillet in the world, the largest cast iron skillet in the world, was created by a company. They're not a sponsor, so I'm not going to name them. Measuring 18 feet from handle to handle and weighed 14,360 pounds.
What do they do with that?
It's a their company. Here's what we do. Here's our big.
Oh, maybe it's in their office.
Yeah, it's in their office. Yeah, approximately 18 feet, 5.5 meters, and 14,360 pounds, or 6,514 kilograms. It's located in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. You can do your research and find out what company that is.
Right.
We are brought to you by WaltonsInc.com.
Yeah, Waltons knows you care about where your food comes from. You may be canning and preserving, but what about the meat? At Waltons, you can get the equipment, seasoning, and supplies to make sausage, jerky, and any other meat product your way to your high standards. Do you want to make snack sticks that people will actually like? Waltons created MeatJustSticks.com, an informational site to help you make the best finished product. They have everything you need. You can go to WaltonsInc.com, use code GROW50, that's GROW50, to save 10% off your orders of $50 or more.